15-1. 15-1. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Slam. General West.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Hey, echo.
Hey, switch gears. 36.
Yes.
Man, move it. You got to get that.
Fight.
On second down now. It's Elliott. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Hey, stand up.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 44.
Ready?
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Hill on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes complete, the tight end Kelsey. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 37 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Hero 15.
57 to Mike. 50.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
15.
Come.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. He's able to find Wallace. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
15. 3 down.
Check. Grace don't travel. Check.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 42 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
You ain't got nothing. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Lock now on 1st down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern, because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion, went just shy of the marker.
Hey, Haywood!
Elliott. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing in the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it. Hard.
Watch the safety creep.
Hey, orbit. Go.
Go back. We got motion. Back up.
Go.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half, as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Showing it. Shoot.
Look, squeeze.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining. As we step aside here in this second quarter.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Hey, Alpha.
Watch twist.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Darren Lee. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Rock it. Bravo.
On 3rd and long, it's Lock. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Goose. Hatchet. 66. Bullet high. Check it back.
15. Hey, 43, 15.
Check. Cross.
Hey, yo, go gun.
Echo.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 54 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate